Hello, and welcome to the Villages of Citrus Hills Florida Lifestyle Webinar. I'm Doug Warnick, Director of Marketing here at Citrus Hills. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to tell you our story and why you should consider the Villages of Citrus Hills as your place in the sun. This presentation will give you valuable information about the great state of Florida, our very special Citrus County area, and will show you much of what we have to offer here at Citrus Hills. But the real proof comes with seeing our beautiful community. Our goal today is to provide you with the facts about choosing a location, taxes, cost of living, and housing and lifestyle trends that will be helpful as you consider and plan your future Florida lifestyle. Let's begin with the Sunshine State. Florida ranks as the top U.S. destination for tourists. Exciting attractions, warm weather, and excellent transportation options are a few of the reasons nearly 90 million people visit the state each year. That exposure in turn has created vibrant second home and active resort-style home markets. Now, I'm sure in your search for the perfect location you've heard lots of suggestions about where to live, what it costs to live in Florida, and all the pros and cons of private communities versus traditional neighborhood living. We know from experience that all that information can create confusion. A big state, lots of choices. What should we do? Well, the reality is there are a lot of choices. Your choice of living in Florida boils down to lifestyle. After all, you have to decide what's right for you. By the numbers, the majority of the state's population resides in Tampa, Orlando, Southwest Florida, including Naples and Sarasota area, and of course the granddaddy of them all, the Miami and Fort Lauderdale metro areas. Here in Citrus County, home to the Nature Coast and the Villages of Citrus Hills, our population is just over 141,000. That's 202 people per square mile, compared to Sarasota County, home to Sarasota, where the population density is 570 people per square mile. And while there are suburbs of Orlando that are larger than our county, a key benefit of our location is our proximity to those major metropolitan areas. We like to say we're close enough to take advantage of what the major cities have to offer without the higher taxes, higher home prices, crime, and what seems like endless traffic. After all, here in Citrus County, our commutes aren't covered by an eye-in-the-sky traffic reporter. But let's take a look at what really makes Florida and Citrus Hills such a special place to call home. At the top of most people's minds is the weather. Now, coming from the Northeast, I know what bad weather and long winters can do for the spirit. Let's see, the choice is a parka, boots, gloves, scarf and hat, or shorts, polo shirt, and sunscreen. For my friends subjected to the four seasons, if you're anything like me, you might be saying, enough is enough. The average high in New York City in January is 36 degrees, Chicago 32, with a slight breeze out of the west. And even Charlotte, North Carolina has an average January temperature of just 51 degrees. This map shows the yearly average temperatures throughout Florida. Obviously, we see how the temperature rises as we head south from Tallahassee to Miami. Tallahassee ranges from 64 in January to 91 in July. Miami's January temperature is 76, while the July average high is 89. Adding to the discomfort level in the southern tier of Florida is the humidity. What many people don't realize is the dramatic effect the Everglades has on the inland temperatures. South of Lake Okeechobee, much of the landmass is marshland, with the Everglades the ultimate example of that. All that water adds to the moisture in the air, which creates higher, more uncomfortable humidity levels. What you'll feel is a subtropical climate that can be stifling. Here in Citrus County, our year-round average is 72 degrees with 65% humidity. We enjoy a great three-season lifestyle. The season that's missing, of course, is Old Man Winter. Typically, our fall runs from mid-September to late January, spring lasts until mid-May, and then our summer runs from mid-May to mid-September. We enjoy 274 days in the comfort zone. That's short for nearly perfect weather. It also means that we have 274 days of the year when the temperature is between 65 and 75 degrees. Perfect. It also means no need for air conditioning or turning on the heat. What really sets us apart from other regions of Florida is our coastal ridge location. And as you can see on this topographic map, we're substantially higher than all of Florida, some 260 feet above sea level here at the Villages of Citrus Hills. And with our close proximity to the Gulf of Mexico, we enjoy gentle Gulf breezes which help moderate our temperatures year-round. Now that we've discussed the weather and its potential impact on your lifestyle, let's next look at our quality of life. Obviously, the weather lends itself to year-round fun in the sun. It's great to get outside, do the things you enjoy doing, and perhaps doing some of those activities you've always wanted to do, but just never had the time to do. We're also fortunate to have a low crime rate throughout the suburban areas of Florida, and here in Citrus County, the crime rate is exceptionally low. Citrus County has the second lowest crime rate of all counties in Florida. So compared to other areas of the state, we live in a very safe environment. And that provides a feeling of security and well-being. And all that adds up to peace of mind. Another nice benefit of Florida living is that our cost of living is very attractive compared to other areas of the country, and even varies widely right here in Florida. We have no state income tax, no state inheritance tax, and stable property taxes, thanks to the homestead exemption. The homestead exemption is for homeowners claiming one home in Florida as their primary residence, and the benefit of the exemption is this. There are restrictions on how much the valuation of a home can be modified in a year. The cap is a maximum of 3% or the rate of inflation, whichever is lower. For those living in homestead properties, it creates extremely stable property taxes over a long period of time. And here in Citrus County, we have one of the lowest median tax rates in the entire state. In 2012, yearly taxes on a home with a value of $350,000 were just over $2,500. That's correct. $2,500 a year in property taxes on a home valued at $350,000. Now, to see how our cost of living compares to other cities around the country, we can look at a report that's published by Where to Retire magazine. The magazine has been conducting the study for years, and it compares the cost of living between major U.S. cities and popular retirement cities and towns. The differences are calculated using the ACRA Cost of Living Index, which covers housing, food, clothing, transportation, healthcare, and miscellaneous goods and services. Now, the closest location to Citrus Hills that the magazine even tracks is our neighbor to the south, Tampa. So, for example, if you're moving from Long Island, New York to Tampa, you can expect your cost of living to be 30% lower here in Florida. From Chicago, your expenses would be about 20% lower. Boston, a decrease of 34%, and your cost of living if you move from Washington, D.C. to Florida is 37% lower. That means potentially saving thousands each year through lower costs while improving your lifestyle. You can't beat that. And all of that adds up to less stress. Imagine escaping the rat race without crime, without higher costs, in a relaxed setting that lets you take a nice, deep breath and enjoy life. As with almost any home purchase, you'll certainly consider the location. After all, there are 3 things to consider when buying a home, and they are location, location, location. Your location will be important to your lifestyle. First, consider where you think you'd like to live. Is it a city, suburb, or small town? Each has pros and cons. Now, being 30 minutes from an airport or a major theme attraction means increased stress, crime, traffic, and higher costs. And if you only make 4 or 5 trips per year, perhaps being a little further away from the airport may make more sense. The same goes for being close to the attractions. Being near attractions may not be that attractive. It's great when you're on a one-week vacation, but the reality is over time the luster of being in the middle of all those mouse ears wears off fast. Now imagine being just over an hour from all the attractions, transportation, and everything that goes with close proximity to the metro areas. As you can see, we're in an excellent suburban location. In just over an hour, you can be in Tampa, Orlando, or Gainesville, enjoying a show, dinner, or attending a college or professional sporting event. And then it's an easy ride back to Citrus Hills. And Ocala, with additional shopping centers and more dining options, is just 30 minutes up the road. Living at Citrus Hills is like being in a sophisticated suburb of a major metropolis, without the hassles of a major metropolis. Perfectly situated, close to everything, but without all the hustle and bustle. Just being a little further away from the center of it all provides a much different quality of life. And best of all, everything you want to do is not much more than a 60-minute trip by car. Also on your lifestyle checklist is deciding on the community in which you choose to live. How large or how small? What type? What activities? Social and recreational? What do you want to do? Communities in Florida range from small, around 100 homes, to 20,000 homes and larger. Where are you going to be comfortable? Ask yourself that. Finding the right size to match your needs is very important. With the benefit of having the time to do all the things you enjoy doing, and even learning and trying lots of new things, you'll want to be in a location that not only offers them and provides easy access to them, but allows you to use them. Frankly, in some communities, there are so many residents that programs and classes get filled. Tea times are all booked, and just moving around the community is a chore. Be sure you understand what the access is to those things that really are important to you. And the type of community is another consideration. There are 3 typical community types: traditional, country club style, and what we call the active resort lifestyle. For most of us, we started out in a traditional community before arriving in Florida. Traditional communities offer typical residential neighborhoods, and there's no primary central location such as an activity or recreational center. Then we have the country club communities. They have a focus on the traditional club activities such as golf, tennis, outdoor pool, and they might have a restaurant or 2 on the property. At an active resort lifestyle community, you'll typically find golf and tennis, along with other social and special interest activities covering a wide range of interests. And within this category, there are 2 options. One is the traditional 55-plus age-restricted community, and the second is the age-targeted community. Age-targeted communities are just like an age-restricted community. However, they welcome residents under 55 into the community, and they usually have a more vibrant feel. Citrus Hills is an age-targeted active resort lifestyle community, bringing together all the best of all the environments. And of course, be sure you understand the financial well-being of the community. The Villages of Citrus Hills is a debt-free community with an outstanding reputation for quality construction, thoughtful planning, with thousands of satisfied residents. The development company behind Citrus Hills has a proven track record that spans 5 decades and boasts hundreds of successful development projects, including the Villages of Citrus Hills. If you've looked at our website or received our community brochure, you've seen some of the outstanding designs we offer. That's one of the very exciting aspects of living in Florida. You can find everything from casual, open concept designs to spectacular formal homes. And we offer both single-family maintained homes, where the exterior and grounds are cared for, or conventional single-family homes where you, the owner, takes care of those items. And if you're not sure about building or buying, let's take a look at the benefits of new construction. We offer more than 20 home styles from which to choose, ranging in size from 1,300 square feet all the way up to 4,500 square feet. And each design can be customized with floor plan changes and design options to make it your dream home. While some builders don't even offer custom design or any significant modifications to their homes, we welcome the opportunity, and we do it through a series of planned appointments with experienced design and construction professionals. We are not, believe me, we are not the all-too typical cookie-cutter community of homes. And best of all, when you have that kind of freedom, you can make adjustments that meet your special interests. Maybe it's a larger garage, a workshop, or any special design can be done when the home is being constructed, rather than after the fact when retrofitting can be much more costly, if not impossible. And our design and construction professionals work with you so you get what you want in every detail. New home construction also means the very latest designs in construction and technology, and that leads to greater energy efficiency and lower operating costs, ultimately giving you many years of peace of mind and carefree living. And there's a benefit to building your home with us that you may not have considered. Generally, it takes 6 to 9 months to build a home. That gives you the time to make all the necessary arrangements to sell your current home and plan for the move. At Citrus Hills, we can even help customize a timeline to fit your plans. This allows you to secure that perfect home site and current pricing, very, very important. But most importantly, it will provide a roadmap for your future. In today's market, that can mean significant savings as the market rebounds. We know that in the not-too-distant future, prices for new construction will escalate as demand increases along with the cost of goods and services. And again, location is the key. We're located in an absolutely incredible area. The Nature Coast is the way Florida used to be, the authentic Florida. Unhurried, unspoiled, and scenic, with nearly